make any money. It's been years because, like I told you, they're all selfish. Not only selfish, but entitled. The worst thing you could possibly be in the world. Like the biggest joke ever. You feel me? Like I said, I'm gonna continue to put it out on Front Street and expose all these people, bro. Because I'm tired of hearing you run your mouth. Y'all talk too much. Y'all say a lot of stuff, bro. Like real talk, bro. It's just like these people, they get computer access, they really run their mouth, bro, and ain't talking about nothing. The whole time they ain't got two pennies, okay? None of these people have ever had any money. Like to come online and be that immature to try to talk to me, a financial connoisseur and a genius who's made more money and spent more money than the entire government combined, bro, that's laughable. You understand? Don't ever talk to me about no money, homie. Anything about money considering me, that's laughable, bro. Because I'm the money machine. See the point? See, I told these people what it was, and what happened? I pulled in a $10 donation the other day, right? And then I still put y'all in your place, verbally, and tell you what it is, right? I don't need any of you. I'm a financial connoisseur. I got $1 million mouthpiece, and I get paid to speak, and I make money. Like what? So people is very, very confused. Okay, like I said, you got to make sure that your circle is tight. You got to make sure your circle is right, and you just got to make sure that you got the right people around you. Like I said, it's Christina and I every day, always. That'll never change. But the rest of you, I really don't have any kindness, compassion, or mercy for, just to be honest, because I understand what it is. You understand? Like I said, man, nobody struggles that long either, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, these people, they just be caught in a loop. And my whole deal is like, bro, I don't have a support system. Y'all have a support system. And you trying to tell me you still going to do the same thing for years and years and years, and you're enabled by everybody and given special treatment, but you want to ignore these facts? It doesn't make any sense. Like, dude, if it's $5, you can't donate $5, then why would I talk to any of you? See what I'm saying? Like, but they want to talk about money. You see how contradictory it is? Like, bro, that one fool, he do the same thing every time, bro. Every time that I'm talking and I'm kicking something real, that's why he gets on my nerves. Let me see. Hold on. Let me know if you can hear me, please. All right, like I said, man, this is not the Don and Coach Eli show. The Don and Coach Eli premiere, right? Where they sit there. Man, that is the most awkward situation I have ever seen. Ever. I ain't never seen no situation like that. Straight up, they don't even get along. Like straight up, they ain't even friends. They don't even get along. You can tell she wears the pants when she wants to. She be telling him what to do. It's funny as hell, bro. By the way, I'm off today. There's no Batman today. I am myself today, and I look good. Let's see. Thank you, honey. Thank you so much. Really, I love you. Um, but yeah, like I said, that's the thing. That's why I never cared what anybody thinks about me, man, because like that's what the thing was with the same dude. He came on the show, honey, and he was talking about I had to check myself, blah blah blah. I can't judge. You're not in a position to judge. Like you see why that would get on my nerves after a while that I gotta listen to fools who trying to really sit here and act like they talking to me politically. Like, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Every time that you do that, talking to this dude, you sound mad corny, bro. Like real talk. Like you change your voice and it's like I mean, honestly, the way I take it at this point is you want to be me. Like you want to be like me and you want to be down with like my group. You feel me? Like, who I am. So it's like I don't know what the need and overt desire. Okay. Yeah, please talk to me, honey, here because I want them to hear what you have to say. And if I try to scroll them away so that the notification will pop back up, if that makes sense. It's just how I have to do it, but I'm not dismissing it. It's actually the right way that hopefully it'll keep sending the notifications because it likes to be selective about how it does it. It just keeps me from toggling back and forth because then I get caught behind and then it's hard to remember or repeat everything you're saying. It's just hard to keep up and walk and look where I'm going and what I'm doing. That you were always Tyrese Need and always look good. What you talking about, Willis? Thank you. But yeah, I mean, I'm not here for anybody's judgment. Um, like I said, people don't know me. You don't know nothing about me. I mean, that's the point. So how would you judge me? That doesn't make sense. There's nothing to judge. It's called being a man and getting things done. That's why I can't deal with those people because they irk me. You understand? Like, dude, I ain't got the patience, bro. I'm a real street dude. I'm a gangster. I don't front. I don't fake. I don't fudge. I'm telling you, honey, these same people, like we've been out on Sixth Street, like where I was literally like drunk, okay, where I was drinking, and he's seen the real me come out and like really talk the way I really talk, like the street stuff, like because I'm from the hood, and man, his I saw fear in his eyes. he was scared as hell. Like real talk, he they think I don't pick up on those signs, bro. I see everything, man. You know what I mean? And it's like I understand that you may not be built like that, and that's fine, but be yourself. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not asking you to match my energy. I'm not asking for none of that. I'm not asking for nothing. It's not asking, it's just kind of understood. I mean, isn't it, honey? It's kind of understood that if somebody supports you, $5 shouldn't be a big deal. Like I said, they still have an opportunity right now, right, to show some support and send $5. Everybody does. Everybody has an option to show some support. Nah, these people paid that dude that did what he did to Austin Metcalf. Y'all need to look into this track meet. This is in Texas, like right here in smack dab middle of Texas. I think it was in the Dallas Fort Worth area. Okay, they went to a track meet. Okay, and the dude did what he did at that track meet. Underground illegal organizations, in my opinion, is who fund domestic you know what in this country, and that's what that was. They rewarded this dude for what he did to this white guy. Okay, y'all better wake up, man. You better wake up and realize what's going on, man. I want to know who's funding this stuff and why you're hiding. That's what I want to know. You understand? That's what I want to know. I want to know why, if you all are going to put your money towards evil, why nobody calls you out on it and why you're hiding. I mean, they're literally all hiding. Stop hiding. I mean, stand on it. If this is what you support, right? You know how like groups get together and they protest or they stand up for a cause? How come y'all don't do that? Because they know they wrong and they scared. That's what these people do. There's a bunch of cowards. Honey, they rewarded this dude with over $250,000. Okay? Do you understand what this dude did? I mean, literally, like anybody can look into the Austin Metcalf situation. It's a perfect example, okay, of just reality. It's a perfect example of how rigged this system is and how sick and disgusting it is. It's just not right. It's not right. It's never been right. And, you know, I'm here to try to get it right. Let me go back to Coach Eli and Don real quick. Like I said, Coach Eli is not a man. A man doesn't duck me for years and having a conversation with me. He came out, he had some positive things to say about me. And then I tried to speak and have a voice, and you sit there and act like you gauge when I talk. Like, no, I have a problem with you. Okay? See, that's the thing. I don't play these games. You don't dictate when I speak or when I talk. You're not better than anyone. You don't make any money on YouTube. That dude makes no money on YouTube. You see how we literally run the game on YouTube? He don't do none of that. He's a one-trick pony. He comes out, he does his tap dancing thing in his little, his little his onesie basically. He does his tap dance. He comes out. Coach Eli, they put the lights on him, and he goes, and that's his show. Okay, real talk. Okay, they put a tutu on him. He's wearing a tutu, and he come out, and and people watch you, partner, because they're laughing at you. You went and grabbed this Dawn broad character that she is, and they're still laughing at you. Fact is, man, obviously you'll never get away from it. You'll never live it down, right? I mean, it's just, you're kind of embarrassing, bro. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you, man. But these people, they send agents. They want an attachment to me. I don't roll with that dude. I ain't never talked to him. He ain't a man. He can't even speak to me. You had my name in your mouth. I mean, why are you scared of me? I don't get that. And the only thing I can think of is because he knows that he's part of that illegal underground organization and he works with the other people. I'm trying to explain this to you, honey. They sent agents. The agents immediately brought up who? Lycan. That's what we call him. There's a dude named Lycan Theory. He's been around forever on here. He's another one who keeps ducking me. Okay? Now, we have nothing to do with nothing. We don't have any connection. I don't deal with these people. These are internet people. Okay? But when you send an agent and they start talking and running their mouth too much, I listen. Okay? And what you got to understand is homeboy either doesn't realize what's happened or wants to pretend. I could care less either way because they're all slow. But dude, I don't care what that dude does. Ain't none of it gonna get me upset or angry. Okay? Like, I already know reality. We all know reality, bro. We all know what it is, right? So what's the point? I don't have a connection to you. I run my own network, my own business, the CEO of my own company. I do what I want to do. Let me see my baby's messages. Hold on. Right. Christina said 15 in the box. If we could get everyone to send $5, I think that's what she said. I think that's 75 bucks. You're pretty good at math if you did that quick. Um, yeah, my whole point, man. I don't understand the infatuation and the obsession. I mean, I get it. It's like when Homeboy came down here that Christina said he's a super fan, which he is. She said he wanted to keep my, what was it? My, like, whatever leftover food I had or something like that, or, uh, so he could smell it. uh, right. But yeah, even he said he was there in front of me, honey. He's like, you're kind of a legend. Kinda. Wait a minute there, wait a minute there, little feller. You just say kind of a legend? What do you mean kinda? see, see, this is what I don't get. They want to play these games with these words and then keep acting like it's all fun and games. Like, hey, kinda a legend, kinda. Like, I think that's the wrong terminology, buddy, and I think you're pretty aware of it. I mean, even the liking dude. I mean, I came on a panel one time. Okay, this was like way back in the day before all the Batman stuff came out, right? Because now people are stuck in the past. They don't realize I'm an all-out celebrity now. They don't realize I'm in a whole different position. So, I mean, I give Lycan Theory credit. At least I came on the panel. He was like, he's like, I want to let everybody know here. This is Tyree Sneed, and he's like a legend. I give him credit for that. I mean, he said that. You know what I mean? I mean, he gave me my props. You know what I mean? Like, I don't forget stuff like that. And they're saying that because I didn't hang around the internet for a long time. I just accomplished a hell of a lot, and people have seen a little inkling of it. So I really am a legend. I was a legend before I ever put on the bat suit. I all these things led up to me being Batman. I didn't know that I was going to do this. I didn't. I there's old pictures I took of me, and I kept putting bats in the background, or like there's always kind of symbology of a bat or Batman, and then I started saying it, and I got called by God. Man, this is a real thing that happened to me. Like, I did not know, bro. I did not know that any of this was going to happen. I didn't know that I was Batman and born to be Bat. I didn't know. And like, God literally talks to me. Anyone who don't believe me, he told me what it is. He said, like, I mean, I know it sounds funny. It sounds like a Marvel superhero comic movie, but that's what I'm living. That's what people don't get. Y'all are worried about YouTube. Like, you remember the Spider-Man movie where Spider-Man, whatever actor plays him, they have to go through their like transformation and all that with the little spider, which is kind of weird because spiders love me too. They like to hang out, hop on my shoulder, literally, not joking. So sometimes I'm like, maybe I'm Spider-Man too or something. But my point is, I'm not quite the acrobatic yet to be Spider-Man. I'm pretty scared of doing flips and stuff. I couldn't do it as a kid. I kept falling and it scared the hell out of me. To be honest, that's one thing that scares me. Like when I get on a pull-up bar, I remember as a kid they were trying to have me do that. They kept trying to get me to do it, and I tried, and I almost, really, had something happen. Almost, got messed up from it. Man, I was crying, bro. I hated it, man. And I don't know why that teacher she was like trying to do it on purpose. And then we had another incident with her. But like, and I went through crazy stuff when I was a kid, bro. There was this, basically, there was this girl named Jasmine, right, honey, in our class. And she was from the other group, right? Like TJ. And she wanted a lot of attention, and she was bigger than all of us. She was just big, and she was like real macho for a chick. I remember one day I'm a little kid, we're playing on the jungle gym. So me and some other one are hanging off, like of like holding on while she's doing the monkey bar, I guess, like because she's super strong. And man, she fell or something, And man, I just remember that wooden part, like it was right there, bro. It was not cool. Okay, and you know, like stuff like that happened to me. Okay, and I don't want to go into detail because there's rules on the network, you know, but it wasn't fun, you know. And then like, yeah, the other teacher would have me do that, like on the pull up thing. She just kept insisting that I try to do the flip thing because the other ones could do it. I never could do it. It's never my thing. It's not my thing now. I don't get on a pull up bar and do a flip on it. I just exercise. You know, anything where I'm flipping, that's not my thing, bro. I'm not a gymnast. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and lie and claim to be something I'm not. I'm not an acrobatic. I'm extremely athletic, but that's just not my thing. You know, sometimes with some people we have our talents, and others we don't. I like to do things that I'm not good at, but not something like that where, you know, I don't know what can happen. You know, I mean, it's bad enough when I'm picking up my whole body vertically in the air, and my legs can tip over, and that's the fear. And then you know, it's kind of hard to control what's going on. But I haven't really had it happen yet. I'm out there by myself all the time, still doing those exercises. Haven't had an issue. I usually have fairly decent control, you know. And I mean, like I said, I'm pretty athletic, so I'm pretty sure that I'll be all right. I'm pretty sure I can figure it out. You know, I usually land pretty well if anything happens in anything I'm doing. I am Batman, you know, but you know, like I said, you know, certain things are a thing, certain things aren't. You know what I mean? But I just don't understand this obsession when it's like I don't have any affiliation with you. You know, I don't know you. But what I was saying is, you know, I'm going through a whole transformation, being turned into the real Batman, and it's happening in front of your eyes. And you know, it's just crazy. If people can't appreciate that, which I mean, obviously some do, because I'm getting all these views. I don't know what you can't appreciate. It's like the movie Venom right in front of your face. It's happening. I mean, you can see it's happening. I mean, if you look at the last video I posted, honey, and to the whole public, I mean, I'm getting huge. Okay, I'm not talking about just a little bit big. And see, muscle is not about being big. It's about strength. But I have superhuman strength. Literally, it's proven on camera. So I'm not a dude who talks. I'm not a dude who runs his mouth. I'm not a dude who fronts. I'm a dude who walks the walk, as you can see. Okay? So used to walking underneath these bridges now, right? See, that's part of being Batman. A lot of people wouldn't want to do it. I'm just being honest. Most people would be like, "Nah, I'm not doing that." You know what I mean? Like, you know, you got to understand. I have to think about this stuff. I got to think about what insects might be underneath these bridges, and still do it anyway. Like, y'all just don't get it, bro. Y'all don't get what I've been through, man. Like I said, one day I, you know, uh, got my arm on one of those poles there underneath the bridge. It's got bird, you know what, all over it and stuff. Probably tons of bacteria. Like I go through real things, bro, that y'all wouldn't be able to go through. I mean, you just wouldn't want to do it. You know, still going through things. You know, hopefully nothing too major again, but you know, it is what it is, man. How long does it take? So, yeah, I mean, it just is what it is. You know what I mean? I could care less what people think, what they tell themselves. And me, I have an aura around me and energy. I'm divinely protected. That's what people don't get. So when you're wondering why I don't worry about nothing and I go everywhere, because I don't have to. I'm walking karma. We're talking about don't go to Chicago. What do you, how, like, dude, do you know how on another level of you know what that is to say? That was all the same dude, honey. Don't go to Chicago. What are you talking about? Don't go to Chicago, bro. Chicago is soft. Yeah, I don't care. Chicago, I already backed everyone down. All the dudes from Chicago. See, he don't know who he's talking to, honey. That's my issue. See what I'm saying? He wants to front like he know me. You think you know me. You don't know me. You don't know anything about me. You know the image that you and your weird fake people tried to paint. And that's my problem with you. I'm a hell of a lot realer than that, homie. Feel me? Like, no, you don't get it. I run everything. You're talking to a boss. So when you talk to a boss, you talk to me right. It's that simple. I'm not telling you you got to bow down or nothing, although I could, but you got to talk to me with respect. I'm not you. We don't come from the same walk. None of you. Y'all are regular civilians, bro. Please stop that mess. Please stop that game. Like, see, that's the thing. They want to front like I'm an actor. I'm not an actor, bro. You know what I mean? Like I said, people give me my distance, they stay away from me. You saw it with that agent. He had to delete all his videos and he's scared, right? And I didn't even give him any reason to feel that way. But it's that obviously somebody must have told him reality, right? So, I mean, it just is what it is. You know what I mean? Like I said, God is real, bro. You know, when you do things like that and you have that malice intent and then you try to cover it up and actually act like it's okay, never said that was okay. Like, I don't get it. It don't make no sense. You're not going to cross my boundaries at all. I don't know you. It's kind of common sense, really. This dude's going to go all the way around. Hurry up, man. So, yeah, another day, like I said, they all have an opportunity to do something and they just sit there. That's why would I sit there and talk to that dude? I ain't got nothing to talk to. I'm talking about the other one that won't donate. I ain't got nothing to talk to him about, bro. You can't donate $5 when I'm telling you I need it over and over and over and talking about be paid. There's no patience. I need what I need. Pay me. Oh my goodness, bro. Patience. Patience about things that I got to do. Like what? See, you operate like that. You can get away with that. You have that luxury. I don't. I got to have what I need. See, that's the thing. I'm sick of re-explaining it to everybody. Like it literally seems like they just want me in a bad mood, honey. That's what it seems like. And like I'm not going to give them that satisfaction because they don't dictate my mood, just being honest. They can't get that satisfaction from me. Let me see what my baby said. You're kind of a legend equals fan. Right. I can do flips. Oh, nice. Oh, I know. Yeah, you're athletic or not just athletic, but you're like gymnast athletic, which is yeah, nice. All right, mind is going other places now. Cartwheels, round offs. Woohoo! Awesome. Um, no, I mean genuinely. I mean, I clearly love that. But you know, like I said, bro. I mean, right now he's got the opportunity. Same dude who has no basis in reality, doesn't seem to understand basic reality, to donate $5. Just sits there. I mean, these people can't sit there and tell me they're on my side. They're not. Like I said, like, dude, I do not have time. If I talk to someone, why would you try to feed me a line of you know what nonsense, knowing who I am? Dude, that's crazy, bro. I've been talking to you too long for you to do that, right? We all know who I'm talking to, right? Been talking to him too long for him to do that. So it's like for him to keep doing that, like keep on try to keep something going. Dude, there's nothing to keep going. I don't roll with you like that. Never have, never will. And that's exactly why. You're not making sense, man. So you just want to like you want to clown around and just enjoy my presence because I'm funny and I, you have a good time around me. That's all good. There's nothing wrong with that, but I mean, business is business, man. Like we got to take care of what's got to be taken care of, and if you deal with people like that, it'll never get done. That's all he's gonna do, bro. He'll just keep sitting there saying what he's gonna do. Why are you lying? If you can't do something, just say you're not gonna do it. I never asked you for none of that. All that other stuff you started offering. Everything was an offering. Everything from this dude. All of them are the same. He's the one. He donated $1 all on his own. I don't know what he's talking about, dude. They make no sense. They will sit there and take actions and then act like they can rewrite all of history. Like that's what I'm not going to let happen. I'm tired of that for sure. That's why I say just everybody talk to me in person because these games, it just don't work like that. And then when they're sitting there acting like I'm supposed to be scared to talk to people, I'm not scared to talk to nobody. Okay, like I'm supposed to be scared because I know that you're some kind of coward and a snitch, and they're literally sitting there like in front of me trying to say troll rhetoric and hoping that I get upset. What kind of game is that, bro? You don't play with people like that with a grown man. Just don't come around me. See, you don't get it. The way it works and the way it's worked this entire time, you either come correct or you don't talk to me. All that other stuff, yeah, people don't do that, brother. And look at reality. Already proved it to them, right? Without trying. Reality is going to prove itself. God's going to tell you what it is. Bro, come on, bro. Y'all have got to get a concept of my power, man. I am not like it. Okay? I'm a whole different ball game. Okay? I'm an actual monster. You do not seem to get it. These people hilarious. Yeah. They all know what it is. They know real power when they see it. That's what it's about. So they're just all in awe and starstruck, like you said, honey. And it's like, that's fine, but after what you've done, I mean, just to have the audacity to actually come talk to me in person, I mean, that's just crazy. I mean, that really is crazy. I mean, with what I've been through for the past 4 or 5 years because of you, all those people are responsible for what happened to me. I mean, I don't understand why somebody would do that. Like I said, you could tell that they're not stable. None of them. Like they have serious, severe issues, that just don't make no sense. They're disturbed. And I'm not here to talk to people and individuals who are disturbed. I'm not worried about you being obsessed. Do what you do. Y'all don't exist to me. That's what it is. Feel me? I don't do weird energy, bro. Feel me? Like I said, weird energy doesn't scare me. So I'm just saying, why do you keep trying to bring the same energy if I don't care? Like that's the thing. They want to make people care. You can't make anyone care. You need to just like deal with reality. You clearly didn't have anybody there to show you how the world works in reality, because that's just not how it works. Remember, Christina, when you said that back in the day about some of these people who were members of that Red Triangles, the underground illegal organization that I've named and labeled? Remember you said that? You said that's just not how life works. Right. They don't have that understanding, obviously. So the only solution I can think of is that they're sheltered. That's the only conclusion I can come to. They're sheltered individuals and they don't get outside much. So it's like I said, you should have calmed it down, bro. Like, no, you really did what y'all did, bro. Like out of jealousy and envy. Like it's not a talking matter. Like we have nothing to talk about. It's not okay. My silence is not admission that's telling you it's all right. No, my silence is I'm filing a lawsuit. And all of these individuals are looking at serious prison time. Okay? And you don't got to worry about the lawsuit because guess what? You already lost in divine court. Divine court is the only important court. The courts here, they're all corrupt. They're a joke. They don't serve justice. We don't need them. Straight up. God is who enacts real justice. And it's just hilarious because I am divine justice in the flesh. And literally, God uses me, for divine justice. That's the truth. So it's like, it's such an interesting, ironic situation. It's funny. It's downright funny. It's flabbergasting what comes out these people's mouths. I mean, it really is. I mean, flabbergast. It's crazy. 17 in the box. Do you understand? These people don't understand how close we are. We're real close, bro. It's right around the corner, bro. Everything is about to change. That's what I feel. I can see it coming. You feel me? And all I said was, hey, yo, bro, let's not put my bank account at risk. I done built this business and ran it for what? I've been Batman for 2 years. And all this work I've done, all this money I made doing this, everything I've done, let's not throw away my business for no reason when y'all can just come up off a few bucks, a few dollars. And then you want to talk to me about money, bro. I make hundreds of dollars every single check. What are you talking about? I make $300 checks on here. It ain't making no sense, bro. This check already up over 150. Like, I'm not understanding. We make checks every time they got to cut my check, and this is why they're all upset and they're all mad. Like, I mean, I'm just not going to sit there no more because you got to understand, honey. Everybody has patience levels, and they're intentionally for years been trying to test mine. I'm not going to have any patience with them, not because I can't, because I don't need to. I'm gonna tell them what it is. Now, when I notice all y'all do the same thing, that's what all of them do. They start saying little snide remarks, sneaking in those remarks. Yeah, nah, bro. Cause see, that's the thing. If you knew who I was, you wouldn't do that. You understand? Because I'm literally a radar detector for that stuff, bro. Like, you're not making sense. Like I said, that's why I don't deal with dudes like him, because I told you they're gonna get me talking, and then I'm gonna have to talk too much. Loose lips sink ships. I don't do all that talking, brother. Bro, listen, I don't tolerate no disrespect. If they talk to me, they gonna have to watch their mouth. I don't let y'all get any of that, like none of that, bro. You get some none of that. You ain't gonna sit there and tell me some, like, mutter some little remark at me and think it's all good. See, that wasn't that situation. The situation with the agent being sent, right? I already knew that God was gonna handle that. That's why I'm not worried, because, well, I don't value your opinion anyway. Feel me? So it's like, no, I'm not gonna get offended or upset, right? Because I wouldn't give you the satisfaction, because then that's giving you power over me, right? But I'm also, when I notice it's a current trend, it's now my game. Whenever I want, right? I just go ahead and let you know what it is, and basically G check individuals and sun them and tell them, listen, no, you better watch how you talk to me. Yeah, I don't know who told you you could talk to me like that, but you can't. I'm the one you can't talk to like that. See, there's some people you could talk to crazy. There's some you just can't. I'm one that you can't. That's not up for debate. So, see, all my claims have been proven. Who I am is proven. So, what are y'all talking about? See, that's the thing. They just want to sit there and I'm going to keep trying to do the same thing over and over again. Yeah, it's called insanity. You don't try to do the same thing when you've been shown and proven that the dude don't put up with that and ain't going to tolerate it. It's not going to change. You feel me? That's not some kind of game you play, especially 24 hours a day. That's just weird. And see, that's what they're trying to do. Yeah, you're trying to work on somebody's patience levels. You're trying to exhaust your target, right? I'm not your target. See, that's where you got everything messed up and misconstrued. I'm not nobody's target. Okay? I'm literally the most gangster thug in the world. See what I'm saying? And these are internet people. Bro, I don't have time for you. You silly. You have nothing to say to me. You have nothing for me. Just stop it. This is petty. So, yeah, no, you're not surprised. You know what it is, that y'all don't exist and don't have an identity. You're not surprised at all. You have nothing to do with my lane of what I do. Stay in your lane. You ever heard that phrase? That's what y'all need to do. Let me check my baby's messages. So, first of all, thank you, honey, for always being there for me and supporting me. I truly mean it from the bottom of my heart. It means everything to me. And, like I said, this is a whole journey, man. It's been a whole journey. It's a whole journey with God. Like I said, I'm just telling people what I need. Like, I'm literally trying to I still have to worry about this bank account. And that's just crazy. It's inexcusable. You know what I mean? Like, dude, I'm literally just trying to get by and do what I need, get what I need. In the meanwhile, we about to be there. And I'm saying I cannot run the risk of this bank account, pulling some kind of somersault on me. I mean, I just can't do it. And it's just weird. It's all them. You can tell it's that weird narc energy, because they just sit there right in front of you with their little fake smirk, right? Because you're upset. TJ is jealous. He upset. They're all jealous and upset because they didn't want to see me make it. Well, I made it. I made it, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's just that simple. You feel me? So you're gonna have to just go ahead and deal with that fact. Straight up. There's nothing you can do about it, and nothing you're gonna do about it. Feel me? So Other than that, I don't really know what to tell you, man. Feel me? Like I said, it's just weird. The whole vibe is weird with them. They're weird. Like, I mean, I don't care how y'all feel, man. I clearly don't answer to you. I'm a human being. Like I said, all that internet energy stuff is fake, man. You know what I mean? That's why, like, how you gonna have that energy? We can feel what the energy is. How you gonna have that energy online every day and then just expect people to be happy customers? Like, oh, it's all good. We all cool. We not cool. We not cool, bro. Y'all don't come near me, bro. Y'all already know that. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. So, like I said, they want to entertain fake stuff. Let them. I don't care. I could care less, man. Feel me? Like I said, it's not a difficult game. It's not a difficult thing to understand. I run this whole game. There we go. He gonna start pulling his truck forward because he can't think. It's ridiculous. See what I'm talking about? That's what I'm talking about. The selfishness. We got a walk sign, and then homeboy is pulling his truck up, like right in your way where you're supposed to walk. Who does that? Only in the valley, bro. Straight up, bro. They ain't gonna do that like in Boston. I can guarantee you, bro. In all these northern states, they're not gonna act like this. That's what they do. They do that all the time in the valley. They write checks they can't cash. They start issues with people that they ain't about. Oh, it's happened a million times too. Don't think it hasn't. And I won every time. That's reality. No, I'm not going to sit here and watch what I say. I'm not going to sit here and hold back what needs to be said and the truth, man. I don't care what y'all talking about. They want to overanalyze everything I'm saying. They want to trap me in my words, right? They want to use my words against me. All that is a waste of your time because it ain't possible. I don't answer to none of you. I do what I want to do. This is my program. Like I said, I'm from Austin, Texas, was born in ATX. I don't represent y'all, I represent me. In Boston, they just, right, because they're normal people. Like, what people don't understand is if these people did this, what they do online and what they've done, like with the voicemails I have from them and all that, if they did it to any normal civilian, that civilian would freak out, bro. That civilian would go ballistic. He would freak out. There's none of you who could walk in my shoes with what I do. I have the hardest career. I have to exercise complete self control. Y'all don't get it, bro. These people literally have tried to make me a target because I'm winning, okay, in this game. This is a whole thing. This is the future, too. It's the crazy part is that people don't get. I kept on standing up for myself doing this for a reason because this is the future of the world. This is the future, man. It's digital entertainment. That's why it's Sneed Enterprises Digital Entertainment Division. Y'all ain't getting it, bro. This is going to be the future, man. It ain't going to be no more jobs. They going to get all the AI robots to run the factories. Come on, bro. It's common sense. Just like with the farms. They told me I was wrong for investing in indoor farms. Okay, then why am I in a stock settlement lawsuit right now, buddy? Y'all forget about that, right? They always act like, oh, I'm just broke. No. I watched the Dawn Eli program for a minute, and even Dawn said the same thing. She said, people, could have placed a bunch of money in a stock. They could have put their life savings in a stock, and then the stock went down, and it's like, I wonder, like, half the time, like, it sounds like he be trying to talk about me sometimes. It's kind of weird. And I know he's obsessed too, so that part's weird. But I'm like, yeah, like, I mean, even Don said that, honey, said that people put money in a stock and then it tanks or whatever, that happens. Like that there's different ways that, you might be a little down and out or going through something like, yeah, that's just part of life. This is how it goes. But see, me, I'm in a stock settlement lawsuit. So, I mean, it might not be much, but they'll have to pay me something. When the math that I did, if the times and dates that they use add up to where I had at least 30,000 shares, I think it was supposed to be like 15 cents a share. If they do something like that, I think it'd be like 4 or 5 grand, but I don't know. They're liable to I mean, see, that's the thing. You can get told one thing by the people at the desk or the lobby, and then it'll completely change. They might say, hey, no, he had over 70,000 shares and we can't do this date thing, or they may have, know on here that, I mean, like if I'm not treated fairly, I'm filing a lawsuit. That's common sense because I want my money. That's why I got on the phone and I told him that. I had the same attitude. I said, no, I want all my money. Like, I had over 70,000 shares. Why would you only use certain dates? That's illegal as hell, dude. That is illegal, bro. See, these companies and these lawyers, they try to find a nuance to mess you over like the one did down here, and I'm filing a lawsuit on them. I'm not letting nothing go because they got the wrong guy. They don't understand. My dad was a UT graduate lawyer. Grandfather was a Supreme Court justice. I know what I'm doing, bro. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. And I'm not going to put up and play these games. I'm not going to put up with it. Feel me? Right now, I'm just walking, honey, so I can talk to you and talk on the show. But, I don't know. They're liable to say, nah, give him more for the shares and give it for all of them. They might give me millions. I have no idea. I don't know. All I know is, I mean, honey, I got a message yesterday that was like directly from God. And I believe him, man. It says it was a time message and everything. And it's just crazy how it speaks to me. And then I'm not going to lie to you. I felt like a wind on my back. It felt like God literally touched my back. I'm not making this stuff up. Like it's crazy, man. It is literally crazy, bro. So at the end of the day, I mean, I don't know. We got to come to a conclusion as to what's what and what's going on. You know what I mean? We got to get everything right. I do everything right. I do God's work. I'm a good man. I can't be falsely judged. So that's what I'm saying. No, the other one, when he said, I have to check myself. No, you have to check yourself because you finally came up off of them, whatever you want, and realized who you're talking to. And you realize that I don't back down to anybody, much less you. So you have to check yourself because you know it's reality. That's why then you want to sit there and act fake nice. I mean, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about getting this money and getting to the bag. This is a business, bro. You ain't going to sit there and talk to me at all if you ain't supporting me getting to my money and saving my business. There's no see see that's the thing. They keep acting like I'm struggling, bro. I can't deal with you. I ain't got time for you, bro. I'm not struggling, bro. I just won against all of Masons. Okay, that means your entire government, all Freemasonry, all Illuminati, and every witch's coven, male and female. I've defeated the entire system. And you saying you ain't got a couple of bucks, so we don't got to make a big deal about it. We can just save my bank account, save my business, and keep it trucking. Boy, stop it. Get out of my face. We ain't got nothing to talk about. You feel what I'm saying? That's crazy, man. That's what they do. Sit there and act like, oh, I'm doing something wrong. Okay, that's why I just got a $200 bike. Yeah, because I'm doing everything wrong, right? That's why I'm ahead on my phone bill. Right. Okay. But they don't talk about that. See, they got selective hearing and selective talking. They corny. All of them. They've been corny. In New York City, pedestrian have the right of way. Oh, here pedestrian have the right of way. Anywhere pedestrian have the right of way, I thought. But I'm sure in New York it's more serious. Cars have to yield, and they do. Big tickets cost you lots of money. Right. That's the way it should be. And that's the way they don't do it here because they don't do their job and they don't enforce nothing. That's the truth. Sorry. But that's reality. Yeah, there's no rules that are enforced here. It's lawless. It's all backwards. So all the criminals do what they want, and then they just select how they want to apply law. And then they wonder why they're not respected. You're not respected because you do not do your job. You refuse to, and you don't apply law where it's necessary. That's the truth. And I think half of them like me pointing it out because they just work for the system. You feel me? I don't even think they care. Like I said, everybody's my fan. They have every reason to be. I'm not saying it in any vindictive manner. I'm just saying what has to be said. I have a job to do, just like everybody else does. You know what I mean? Like, I never stop anybody from doing their job, right? So it's like, that's why I don't talk to a lot of these people, man, because they be trying to twist your words and your statements. Everything is fake and a lie, and I just don't have time for them. I really don't. I don't. It's irritating. Drinking some water. Nah, it's like, bro, like we got people really trying to give me a hard time, bro. Wanna have me have nothing. Like what? Do you understand how close we are? And y'all still making me have to go through this. It just makes no sense. You're not gonna treat me like this and then act like you're my friend. You feel me? No. There's no need for this. None. These people got plenty of dough, bro. Michael, he has a little bit of money, right? Probably not a lot, but he got enough that he could donate more than $10. They're not blessing me. They're holding me back. See, that's the thing. No, I 100% am owed money from all y'all. Y'all watch me. See, that's what I'm saying. Nah, bro, y'all need to pay. I told y'all that. I told you it's a $25 ticket price every show. How you gonna sit here, come to my damn show, and then act like my words don't exist? Boy, stop it. Whatever I say goes. I make the rules. Feel me? And if I told y'all off, right? How come all y'all are some cowards? Like, ain't none of them about nothing, bro. They ain't gonna ever do nothing or even say nothing. They just sit there and be a good peon and do their job, right? Because they know what it is. So it's like, I could care less. Let me read her messages. Yeah, I get you. She said New York City is a walking city and everything is right there for you to get. Well, it sounds like it's sounds like New York City's pretty cool. Maybe we'll go there for a time. I don't know if we really want to live there, but we go there for a little bit. Like I said, I mean, we're gonna have to be there at some point if we can because that's Gotham. So I mean, that's where I need to do the Batman thing. It's just that simple. You feel me? So I don't know if they waved at me, but I try to be friendly with everyone, man. I try to be diplomatic. I try to be respectful. I try to be cool, and that's the thing people don't understand is y'all don't deal with what I deal with on a daily basis at all. Because I got like this, they got like an actual task force just trying to talk to me sideways, trying to get a response. Like I'm all right. None of this stuff bothers me, man. I got thick alligator skin. New York City is awesome. Cost of living is very high though. Yeah, I know it's super high. Um, but it won't matter for us because we'll have plenty of dough. That's what I'm saying. We're not going to live there for that reason though, because we're not going to spend a bunch of money. That's the biggest thing that perplexes me about these people, man. These people, they will sit there and they'll talk about they have. Y'all don't have nothing. You don't understand the concept of ownership. All y'all do is rent. It's like half these dudes are from New York. New York is a joke to begin with. Like, if y'all from New York, I mean, or claim to be from there, I mean, you should like be representing New York better because New York has a horrible rap right now. Like everybody up there fake. Like y'all ain't no real New Yorkers. You're just not, bro. New York is supposed to be known for something, bro. Feel me? All that other stuff is fake, man. And like y'all's representatives are people like Mano, bro. Mano's a joke, bro. Mano is a joke. Everything about Mano been a joke, bro. And like Jim Jones, a false prophet, a false prophet rapper. What a joke. I don't know, honey. That's a lot of money. You're not gonna have to worry about anything like that. I've been up in New York. It's. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you live there, if you pay rent, but we wouldn't do that. We wouldn't even buy a home there. Now you gotta understand what happened there. It's called. Let me tell you. I don't want to say it on here. Hold on. But what I just told you is what goes on up there. So they raise the price of the housing on purpose because they're basically getting rid of the lower class. So they push them all out and have them be homeless or whatever, and then they go pick them up. That's what New York does. I've been knowing that New York does that for decades. You know what I mean? But there's a word for it. I just don't want to say it on here because they're sensitive. But we all know what it's called if you're smart, right? Starts with a G, right? Rhymes with purification, kind of. But you know, it is what it is, man. People just got to wake up, man. Like I said, but no, you'll have plenty of money, bro. I mean, not bro, but you'll have plenty of money, honey. We will be good. Trust me. You're not gonna have to worry about nothing. But like I said, we're not gonna live in New York. Well, I mean, we'll just be there for a time, season. You can go back and forth. Said some yes, but even good old neighborhoods rent is 8K a month. Well, yeah, but we would never pay that because we're smart. See my point? You're with a genius. Like my dad used to say, it's a quote from a movie. He said, "Relax, you're riding with Audie Murphy. We would never pay no 8K a month, ever. To buy an apartment 8 million, right? We would never spend money like that on a little rat pad. Yeah, the people are silly up there. That's why you don't live in New York. No, I'm saying like we could rent a place for cheap. They got rent up there that's cheap if you're just there temporarily. Oh, I believe it. I know. It's a joke. That's why you don't want a home in New York. Hell no. Now we're not gonna live in New York. I'm just talking about going there for a summer or something like that, stuff like that. And like, there's a way to do things where you're still in a decent area and you can get something, halfway affordable. I believe. I'm pretty sure it's possible. Get a little apartment. You know, um, people ain't gonna bother us. I mean, you're with Batman. I mean, you know what I mean? There ain't nothing to worry about. Like, real talk. You know what I mean? I'm not scared of nobody. You feel me? So, like I said, it is what it is. New York is not tough. Texas is tough. That's the truth. New Yorkers cannot handle me at all, bro. I'm telling you right now. People from Texas, we're a whole different ballgame because they do too much talking. Like everywhere, all they do is talk with a little weird accent. Feel me? Why do you think they also obsessed with the South and obsessed with me? Because they know I'm from Texas. Texas is the state, man. Texas is the state for hip hop, rap. Chameleonaire was from here. All that. They tried to lie about Chameleonaire too and say all these lies. Oh, he was a genius. He did this and that. And see, the reason I don't get it is everything else say is a lie. Everything. Chameleonaire wasn't independent. Chameleonaire was with a record label. Chameleonaire didn't do anything anybody else did. They said, oh, he got season tickets. He could afford NBA season tickets. Well, yeah, he's a Mason, dude. They paid for it. And guess what? What member or what group is he? And all they do is lie. See my point? This system wouldn't even exist if it wasn't for y'all who over dilute YouTube with your nonsense. If it wasn't for them, honey, if they weren't always in the way, right? It wouldn't even be a problem because they're willing to lie to the public. So Chameleonaire says it's okay to lie and say that he got money when he didn't. Same thing NBA players do every day. Every day. Feel me? So at the end of the day, I mean, it just is what it is. But yeah, no, the fact is that all these people, they're not happy to see me win. That's what it really is. They're not happy, right? That they're. I'm just gonna walk, man, or I don't know. I'm gonna chill. They're not happy to see me win. They're not happy to see this business flourish, right? They're not happy. They don't want to see me make it. They want my business sabotaged. That's what it is. So that's why, honey, I'm not gonna waste no time with fake friends like that. Hell no. Nah. They got to get out of my face. I blocked his number, both of them. We ain't got nothing to talk about, bro. I'm telling you, he could right now. He could donate $5. I'm not waiting on nothing. I told you what it was. He said he understood that. Apparently, you don't. See, you just be lying. That dude just be talking and talk, bro. I ain't got time for you, man. I don't understand how you can give somebody a red carpet, honey, and say you have no way to mess this up, and they gonna go out their way to basically upset you and just talk a bunch of hogwash and lie. Like, bro, stop that. You just played yourself. That's what dudes like him do. They play themselves. That's why you stuck working at those corny bars that never get nowhere, right? And literally, I'm filing a lawsuit on half of them. You silly. They gonna end up having to pay me money. Watch. I bet you anything. Because the way they do their business, because we all know what they are. Because they only favor women. Yeah. Hold up. I told my baby, I said, keep going. You're doing great. I said, you're definitely no Don. Ah, you definitely are not a Don. You're a hell of a lot smarter than her, right? Don's not exactly a looker. Oh, for real. Oh, these people are hilarious, man. But yeah, they say you kind of a legend. Kinda. I got a problem with that wording. Kinda. Huh. Okay. Kinda. Huh. Like, there's a lot of stuff I could say back to you with that kind of phrase. Like, you're kinda, right? I mean, come on, bro. I don't understand it takes them so long to catch up. I really don't. Let me check my Cash App, man. Let's see if any of these fools can get the point. You need to hit the Cash App. That's what y'all need to do. I'm not asking you nothing. All right? Real talk. Straight up, bro. I don't care what y'all talking about, bro. I tell y'all to do something, you do it. Straight up. Just like I told you. We've been over all this, man. Y'all needs to pay me. You listening to my program? It's a business, bro. What? If you don't like it, don't watch me. And they just keep sitting there acting. I mean, you're gonna do what I tell you to do. Yeah, you are. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. That's what these people do. They want to sit there online, hiding behind computers and phones, and act like they ain't got to listen. Yeah, that stuff work with other people, not with me. You see it every day, bro. I've seen so many of those people, bro. I got the best of everybody, man. That's why they were asking the same people that 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 dude worked around was asking, how'd you make 10 grand? Because they was mad as hell because I left them behind me. Well, they have to sit there and make up an excuse to try to fake fire me from Barbarella's, right? Talking about, oh, you didn't do the trash bags right. Yes, I did. What are you talking about? I do everything right. I'm the best worker any of y'all ever had. You just made that up because, oh, the guy was jealous and hating and found out I got 10 grand. And I got exact proof of it because he went online after that and started trying to type something about me, right? Some slander. Like, bro, I'm taking all y'all to court. Smart one. All those establishments, bro, I can file a lawsuit on. Y'all are silly, bro. Y'all are not smart, bro. That's not what you do. And that for sure ain't tough. That's some coward stuff. To sit there and target someone and be hating. That's crazy, bro. And can't even, can't even hold your own in front of me or own up or face me. Bunch of cowards. That dude waited years until he wanted to run his mouth when I was back in Austin. That's what they do. I go back up there right now, honey. There's a whole group that wants to blackball me. You don't run nothing. Like what? Bro, they put out all sorts of slanderous misinformation about me. They just like these people. That's why I got a problem with narcs. I don't deal with you narcs, with you narcissists. You understand? I don't play your games. No, no. Those people would run their mouth online and I'd walk right up to them. Yo, you was saying something? I let them all know, bro. That's why they don't want me in none of the corny groups because I told them, bro. I told them literally, I'm like, bro, I'm like, I just got out of jail, bro. I'm a street dude. Like, any of y'all got something to say to me? Say it to my face. Don't do no talking on the internet. None of them. There's another honk. Somebody know who I am. Then none of them boys say nothing. None of them. They all kept it trucking. Every single one of them, bro, kept walking. Then none of them say nothing. So that's what they do. We don't want them in our group. Right. You try to stop my money and play with the money of a real street dude that run everything. Like, how do you think that's going to go for you? You think you're going to win? No. You're going to lose, dude. You're going to lose and you're going to lose horrifically like everybody else has. I've defeated all my enemies, all of them. Now I just know how to defeat you the right way. See, I took this street stuff and got smart about it and learned how to do things the right way and do things smart. That's the difference between me and everybody else. I'm from the street, bro. People don't get it, man. You take this street stuff, street smarts. Even my dad told me before he said that. He said street smarts is a good thing. You know what I mean? Like that's useful. And yeah, you take this street stuff and you go into the corporate world and the business world. Oh man, they can't touch you. That's the real paradigm. That's the corporate paradigm. The paradigm between the hood and the corporate world. And you're not trying to be part of the. You want to maybe be part of the corporate world, but you want to do it independently if you can. You want to do it the right way. You can be part of the corporate world, but why do you want to serve? You can't serve two masters. That's what people don't get. When y'all talk about jobs, I really can't have a job, man, because your system is satanic, and I don't do what you do. Hold on. Let me see if my baby said anything else. So yeah, I mean, end of the day, I personally think it's pretty self-explanatory. I don't think it's hard. Oh, let me check that Cash App. See what I mean, honey? I checked the Cash App and it just sits there. They all just sit there doing nothing. Like, I don't understand why you would want to be down with me and act like we cool, all these people, but you ain't got nothing for me when this is about a bank account. That's it. It's not about anything else. It's about saving a bank account. I'm sorry, bro, but that's just crazy to me. That's literally crazy because then, see, I got to turn around and worry about what I got to worry about right now. And I shouldn't be having to worry. I should have enough cushion, right? That I just know, hey, I'm good. I have what I need. And that's it. And they say, okay, you straight. That's my issue is people don't say, hey, you good.
You know what I mean? Are you all right? And not asking in a malicious manner, asking in a real manner, and actually stepping up and doing what they need to do. They all don't want to do nothing. They just want to sit there. You see what I'm saying? It's all about selfish and it's being selfish and entitlement. It's all about themselves. It's all about trying to get people in trouble and cause problems for them. That's why I stay away from all these people. Like right now, they walk towards me, I walk away. I ain't got nothing for none of them, bro. I'm not your friend. I'm not trying to be cool with you. We got nothing to talk about. People are all the same, bro. People are slow, man. I mean, even they fake hero David Goggins is saying the same thing. He's like, bro, I'm 50 years old, and he's talking about if I get this engine pumping in you and blah blah blah, and he's talking about like your heart and exercise and all that, and he's like, man, you're gonna be unstoppable like in the boxing ring and all that stuff. Meanwhile, David Goggins tried to do the world pull-up record, couldn't even do any pull-ups, just sat there. I've seen the video, bro. He made an attempt. The attempt was him doing nothing. I don't even think he did one pull up. What is that? David Goggins is not anywhere near in the shape I'm in. So ask yourself this, honey. How can David Goggins, I'll just walk over here because you can't do nothing with these people. How does David Goggins, um, how do you people claim that he has a bigger following than me or he's more famous than me if I'm in better shape than him and I'm more talented? Right, because we're in an unfair system. Not only unfair, but fake because all of his followers aren't real. I guarantee you, half of them are robots. The other half are you brainwashed people who all of y'all are clones. If you study the history of this country, what y'all don't understand is Tartaria was the original civilization. Like I said, they literally were manufacturing us, humans. Okay? They call them Cabbage Patch. That's where they get the Cabbage Patch dolls from. That's what all y'all are, Cabbage Patch. Okay, I'm not joking, and I use that line in my rap, and it's hilarious that it made sense before I knew this. Do you know that, honey? All these people are clones. They were made in a lab. That's the actual truth. I know for a fact because you know how you could tell because they have no inner consciousness, no inner voice. They don't know how to think individualistically for themselves. This is why people have so many women problems because women, half the so-called women are like robots. They don't have an inner voice. If you don't have an inner voice, you do, honey. I can tell you do. But most of these people, they're just like little clones. That's why, look at it. I mean, they're all right now, there's all these vehicles going to work, driving around. All of them are doing this for what? For their survival? Why would you go out your way for your survival, right? Like all these fake businesses. There's a fake pull truck business. If you got these fake businesses, why would you go out your way and exert more time and effort and then act like you have money? These people don't have money. Everyone down here poor. That means that they exert more effort to get almost the same result, but I'm ahead of all of them because I own my own business. I got tons of wealth. I got deals that I can walk in buildings worth billions of dollars. Okay, I'm talking about living them. I don't know what these people are talking about. The society is slow, man. People are not smart. They can't think for themselves. They're not entrepreneurs. I've always been an entrepreneur, man. That's what people forget. People can say what they want about me, but at the end of the day, I'm an entrepreneur, bro. I do what I want to do. Straight up. Yeah, we're not even going to bring him up, honey. We want to stay away from all that. Yeah, let's not. Or let's not talk about them. I'm trying to see if some spider got me or something on the wall. I feel something on my back. Nah, we don't deal with them at all. We left them behind a long time ago, honey. We'll never don't. I'll ask you just please don't even speak their name. I don't deal with none of those people. Yeah, don't worry about the chat. I don't know what you mean. I don't have a chat. I haven't had a chat in like a year. I don't deal with none of them. Um, no, those are all the same people who already got defeated. That's what I'm telling you. See, that's the thing. I don't go back to the past. They all got defeated. They all got owned and they lost. And I mean, it just is what it is. They don't want to see me winning. They didn't want to see me make it, and they upset because they happen to see me make it. You feel me? But now we don't ask none of them for nothing. But that's my point. All these people they sit there, they act like they're winning something or like they're doing something. They're not doing anything. They're not accomplishing anything. You know what I mean? It's just like this. We're going to take 3 hours to move. That's what they do. They all just stand in your way. That's why I just be patient with you robots because that's what they are. They're all robots. They're clones. I don't got time for clones, bro. Y'all don't think for yourselves, and you for sure ain't scary. That's the whole thing, bro. I do what I want. I push my weight around in society. I do whatever I want, especially concerning y'all. Feel me? But I understand, honey, what you're saying. I know you're just trying to be funny, and it is funny, but those people were really, really, really jealous. I mean, I got the best of them. We'll never deal with them ever again. None of them. But yeah, we're not gonna have a chat here at all either. I'm done playing those games. It's just what it is, man. I won already. I won it. It's over with. Let's not talk about the past. Let's talk about the future. Let's move forward. You feel me? The past is over with. The past has been over with for years. I ain't had a chat room like that consistent in years. I ain't talked to none of those people. They have nothing to do with me. Never had a connection with them. Those are just fans. It's like any fan. There's plenty of people who come to this chat room. There's plenty of people who watch the show. There's supposed to be millions of people on this platform. And that's my thing. We're not in the business of giving an identity to people who don't have one. That's all. None of these people exist to me. They ain't my friends. They ain't people I know. I was never affiliated with them. Like, I'm all right. I want to talk about where we going. I want to talk about the future. I want to talk about reality. You feel me? I want to talk about what matters. I want to talk about this business. I want to talk about the fact that they won't fund this business and help back it and support it. That's crazy. Like I said, bro, it's right around the corner, bro. Like if I could get there, by the grace of God, I guess, because none of these people are doing anything, right? I mean, it is what it is, bro. I'm telling you, it's right around the corner, man. Y'all don't get how close it is, bro. And I'm gonna be laughing in your face. Feel me? Real talk. I'm gonna be laughing in your face, and I'm never gonna stop. Like I'm on a tirade now. You feel me? Because like y'all really want to play these games with me. Like now, like y'all don't get it, bro. I'm gonna be active, moving around again, able to do what I want to do. Y'all is silly, man. Playing these games with me. Hold up. Thank you, honey. No, I already know you're just trying to help, honey, but yeah, I just don't. I don't want to talk about none of those people. It's a very serious matter. I mean, like I said, these people are I'm taking to court. I mean, it's a federal lawsuit, and they're going to go to prison. I mean, you know, like I understand totally, but there's just definitely nothing funny about what's been done to me, and the people who did it. You know what I mean? That's all. But I'm not mad at you. I understand. I understand you're just trying to help, but yeah, my whole deal with that is just what I'm doing. It's got to be respected. I got to be respected. This business got to be respected. My life got to be respected. And like I said, man, right around the corner, I'll be able to move around a little more. I think do what I need to do a little bit. Man, you boys on here, oh my goodness, bro, y'all done got something started that ain't never gonna stop. You feel me? Like it's like Pac said. I have a lot of similarity to Tupac, man. He said that's what will fuel the fire that will never stop. You know what I mean? And that's what these people did with me. Like y'all don't seem to get it, bro. I'm on a tirade, bro. Real talk. This ain't even the same Tyree Sneed. Straight up, bro. Just like he said, this ain't the same Tupac. This ain't the same Tyree Sneed. And people can tell. I went through a you know what and a rebirth literally, bro. Y'all looking at a machine, bro. Like what? God is doing all this. He tells me straight up he did all this to make me stronger. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't know how I'm gonna make it through it every day, but somehow I do. You feel me? But I kind of understand it. I get it. It's just a hell of a way to do it. Hold on. Let me check her messages. mercy and love and forgiveness for Christina because we think very similar, but I think that my perspective is a lot different, and it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It's just the way that a man's perspective has to be. I see every angle. I know how these criminals think. I know how these evil people think. Nothing gets by me. You know what I mean? And I'm glad Christina's innocent. I mean, I think it's adorable, to be honest. And that's all it is. Just like she said, I don't mean any harm at all. I already know you don't, honey. It's okay. You know what I mean? Um, it's just for me, trying to explain it to you, it's just like I said, I went through a lot and a lot of trauma, you know what I mean? So whenever them names get brought up, it just reactivate that for me. So, all I can ask is just try to, be aware of that and try to work on that. But I'm not mad at you. You know what I mean? Because I understand, your point of view is going to be a little different until you fully understand. But I'm taking all these people to court. All them names, all those people, I mean, they're looking at real prison time. You know what I mean? They did a lot. I mean, it ain't one thing. It's a ton of stuff. And they know they're looking at prison time. That's why they're so worried. Those are the same people who they could be donating on their own accord and they don't. I don't need to ask them for nothing. I never ask nobody for nothing. This is a drill. This is what they supposed to be doing. You feel me? They supposed to be showing some support to your boy. If they not, something wrong. Feel me? I just think it's crazy. These people log online every day to talk to themselves. None of them run a business on here. They're not even monetized. Like none of them. Like you just got to quit. We can't be naive. You got to quit believing in their nonsense. There's no YouTubers that are monetized right now outside of me. Do you know that? None of them. None of them. They're not monetized. These people literally bought fake subs and fake views. Like Jamila, she's not monetized. Tries to lie and act like, no, she's not monetized. You're trying to run an illegal business online. What you do is literally illegal, bro. Like, that's another one. She's going to end up going to jail or prison probably. Like, more than likely, I mean, come on. I mean, you can't take care of your kids. You just said you accepted what money because you said that individual was literally sitting there waiting for what or whatever to get their inheritance, right? Everything that you project, right, is what you do, all that evil, right? Like Jamila, I mean, she's a part of this federal lawsuit too because you're involved with them. Mike Mills, part of the federal lawsuit. The Buns Dot, part of the federal lawsuit. All those people are part of this federal case, man. There's nothing you can do. You can run, you can hide. It don't matter. You're not getting out of this federal lawsuit. That's the thing people don't get. So it's like once we use the lawyer you're talking about, honey, right? Or however we do it, once we get an attorney and we actually bring this case to court, it's a big deal, man, what's happened, bro. And it's so vast because so much has been done that like it's unavoidable. Like, I mean, it's a lot that's happened. It's a lot that I got to explain. I got to try to see what evidence I do have at the time, if any, right? But I also have the channel and everything on it too. I mean, it's a lot of stuff, bro. You feel me? And it's all going to show too that my responses have all been normal of a human being. Look what they did towards me. Look what they put me through. And anyone, I encourage you to stand up for yourself. I did the right thing. And I didn't do nothing wrong, man. And y'all owe me that $800 straight up. And I'm filing a lawsuit on that corrupt department up there in Green Bay too. These people all know what they did was corrupt. Misquoted me, used stuff that isn't even real. That's not even substantial court evidence. Like these people literally tried to set me up. I told them that to their face. I was like, nah, you're trying to set me up and I'm not shook. I'm not scared. So what's up? You feel me? And they didn't have an answer. Like sending these 3 foot tall cowards. Like, come on, bro. People is silly, man. You feel me? But yeah, I'm not trying to go back to that. I'm just being honest. I'm not trying to talk about it or hear about it. That's all. I just don't want to hear about it. But like I said, when it comes to Christina, I'm always be compassionate and nice and easygoing. I love my girlfriend. I think she's amazing. And like I said, she's just really innocent. That's why I'm here to protect her. You know what I mean? So it's just sometimes you have to deal with stuff like that. Even though that's hard, it's the hardest thing to do. You got to still be patient and it's just something you got to deal with the right way, especially when it comes to who you love. I'm just being honest. So, like I said, I'll talk about anything, man. Everything needs to be talked about. We got to get the cat out the bag, so to speak. You know what I mean? We got to get people to really understand reality here. That I'm not coming to play this year, and That's the thing. Like I said, these people act like we're stagnated, like we're always going to be in the same position. I was never in one position. I told you I've never been stagnated. Why would I all of a sudden get stagnated or be stagnated? It's just a silly same thing to think. That's it. It's all about the change right around the corner, man. Y'all better get ready, bro. All I'm trying to do is get this going the right way. That's it. I don't understand how they act like it's such a big deal, and I'm asking and it's a donation, dude. All I'm saying is we got to get this done to secure this account and help me get by. Like it's not even much longer. I just don't get it. But no, honey, you're perfectly fine. I understand that you don't totally know everything that's happened. I mean, I don't expect you to. It's okay. You're just interacting with the platform and trying to have fun. Please turn that garbage down. You're just trying to have fun and do the right thing. I totally understand. You're trying to help me. I get it. Yeah, I don't go to those people and ask them for nothing. I would never need nothing from them. They never had nothing to begin with. That's the dude that went broke. He lost over $100,000. Them boys is silly. That other one, he's never had money. Real talk. Can't even fix appliances. You feel me? Yeah, and I don't talk about them, man, because everything they do is illegal. They don't ever talk online. They do weird stuff, and then nobody holds them accountable. I'm holding everyone accountable in a court, so it's different. Hold up. But yeah, Christina told me she agrees with me. Like all that matters is that we won. We already won against all these people. We don't have no qualms, no nothing. It's never nothing, no more. You feel me? We no longer mind. They no longer matter. That's the reality. The fact is, in the end of the day, I'm the king, man. I make the rules. All right. Right now, we got 16 in the box. Like I said, well, I'm being suppressed on a platform owned by Masons who I've defeated. I did radio against Illuminati and Freemasonry for like 15 plus years, and somehow I make these Masons pay me. I'm big pimping. I mean, you can't make this stuff up, bro. It don't get no better than this. I make you Masons pay me every day. I'm the brute force. I'm the one who's strong. All y'all are nobody. Real talk. We can see who's tough. Okay. We can see who really is on it. We can see who the gangster is and who doing what they want to do with y'all. You feel me? At the end of the day, I run everything, man. Like I said, it ain't about power to me, man. Power to me comes naturally. I'm not trying to have power over anything, man. I just would like to, I just at this point in my life, I got to have control over everything. I don't have control over nothing. But when it comes to like money and stuff like that, building my future, that I have to have control of. And, I believe and already know in my heart, Christina will let me have a little bit of control with that. She's been nothing but, supportive and wanting to help. I mean, we're just in love, like I said, our relationship isn't based off money. It never was. It won't be. It never has. I just don't want to be struggling. That's all. You know what I mean? But it was never conditional. Our love is completely unconditional. And I mean, we're just truly in love. And it's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? But on here, I just have to talk about my business. But yeah, I don't know what's up with that other dude, man. Like I said, it's weird. Like when he came on here, and I had to literally tell him, I had to tell him the other day, honey, I don't think you were there for the show. I had to tell him, like, yeah, dude, we're here on radio doing radio. Because that dude was talking about like having to repeat yourself, like, yeah, bro, you trying to say little snide remarks. I don't play with haters like you, bro. That's what you do. You try to sneak stuff in. They even told me that down here. They was like, I'm not gonna let nobody talk say whatever to you in Spanish. So they're saying that you were doing the same thing when I was down here talking to you on the phone. Like, yeah, you's a hater. That's what that about. Now you just mad because I figured you out. Like, yeah, bro, I don't care what you hate on. Do what you do, bro. You broke out there, trying to make money on Sixth Street. Can't make no bread. Can't make no dough. Ain't never gonna be nothing and get nowhere. And you homeless for eternity. Ha ha. What you deserve. Straight up. All these people getting what they deserve and getting their karma nonstop. It's all I see. It ain't YouTube. It's karma tube. Like what? Yeah, you're right. Look at all them fools. Those are your friends. Those are the people you hang out with, right? We all go through things, partner. I mean, I'm going through the worst all the time. I go through the worst and make it out of it. I'm strong. Hey, those people, all them people that getting their karma over there, they ain't been through an inkling of what I've been through. I'm the one who there's it's impossible for me to make it to this point, but God carries me and I keep going. I'm just telling you the truth, bro. I wish the best for everyone. I wish the best for everybody out there. But God said vengeance is mine, and I'm just telling you the truth. I see y'all getting your karma steady. Steady. They steady getting their karma, bro. They just stay getting their karma. And it's just crazy, man. You know what I mean? He's getting his karma right now. I don't know what he's talking about, bro. If you still stuck at a you know what end job that ain't going nowhere and that's what you do, that's crazy, bro. You still living like that? Begging for a hotel room for 2 months? Like, yeah, I'm gonna go stay with a grown man when I don't need to. Like, what are you talking about? Go stay with a grown man that can't get his act together and can't make no bread and no money. That don't make no sense to me, partner. So that you could just be mad and throw your hissy fit tantrums like you always do, like you did at that hotel you're banned from. Is that where you're at? I mean, how would they let you back there if you literally were banned? You were banned, bro. I guess that means that same lady that worked there for years don't work there anymore. Like, cause she was nice. She was actually nice. She would actually work with you. You know what I mean? So, cause she understood the work life. You know what I mean? Like, bro, I'm the hustler out there. You're not. I think everything I do, I think people like you try to copy and imitate, and you just can't come close to how I do it. You feel me? It's like such a joke compared to what I do. That's what I feel. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I said, I know you was talking to that other clerk, and that's why she was hating, talking about saying something about my pants that wasn't even true because I got had all this money in my pockets. Like, bro, I already know what it is with you, man. I figured you out a long time ago, bro. So I said the only reason I kept you around was to keep testing you because I think it's funny. I'm playing with you. Look, you don't get it. I'm an empath. I could be a master manipulator when I want, bro. You got the wrong dude, homie. You got the right one. You feel me? So yeah, like I said, nah, I'd be laughing at y'all, bro. Like I said, go ahead, go your own way, back off, do your own thing. You ain't scary at all. All y'all send stalkers and all this weirdo stuff because all y'all some cowards. It is what it is, man. I got the best of you. Welcome to reality, Hoss. And now you see me run my business like a boss. Feel me doing things none of y'all could ever do, like on the bars. I'm doing things all around that y'all could never do. You know what I mean? People need to really look at what I'm doing, man. I get thousands of views every video, bro. I'm a superstar. Y'all can never do what I do. That check is going to be decent. It's going to be all right. And then we're going to start on the next check right around the corner here. And all I'm saying is, yo, send some money so we can get there, bro. Like what? Bro, if I get an overdraft, that's like a $36 fee, bro. Do you understand that? Yeah, they trying to get my check eat so they can keep me stagnated. Like that don't make sense. That's not somebody begging. That's not somebody even asking. That's just normalcy, man. Let the man get his check, homie. The man worked for his money, bro. But when these people they messing up, making huge mistakes, catching charges, catching cases, doing all these heinous crimes, they go to prison. Y'all be saying, "Oh, let them out. Oh, free them. Why? Don't free them. Keep them in there. All y'all deserve to be in there. Keep them in there behind the walls where they belong. They don't. They're not a productive member of society. Keep them in there. Keep all them fools in there. Straight up. If y'all in there, half of y'all, the reason you are is because of you. You deserve to be in there. Keep them in there. Don't free them. That's what I got to say. I'm not your friend. What do you mean? See, that's the difference. You want to sit here and say free these rappers for what? You rappers signed up to get pimped by the game. That's what you get. You get pimped. I don't know what you mean. Your people ain't tough. You're weak. If you was tough, you'd be in my position, buddy. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about, and I'm not the one doing it to you. Because trust me, if I wanted to, I could be in that position. I could be like that. I could have been like that. I always try to help y'all people. Y'all are ungrateful. You deserve nothing. That's the truth. You know what I mean? Nah, I bless you of my own accord because I'm that good of a person, but y'all don't deserve nothing, especially that group of people. Like I said, look at the Austin Metcalf situation. Look what he did. He got rewarded for what he did to a white dude. We got to start standing up for ourselves, man. That's what this is about. So no, I was putting TJ in his place verbally on here. Right, free him. Right. You see my point? That's how backwards this country is. See, people don't get. I'm like Tupac in the other suit. Basically, I like Pac. I like every group of people. I got respect and love for everybody. But we got to talk about these real issues. And people don't hear someone like me who comes from different cultures talk about it this way. This is the reality. Said free them, break the law, stay in jail, free no one. Right. Why should you free them? When you see me, bro, I try to follow every little law. I don't care how small it is. I try my best, bro. We all make mistakes. I'm a human being, But you know why they say, hey, you know what? It's okay, bro. Because they know I'm trying my best. They know that I'm really going out my way to be like a complete, law abiding citizen. Seriously, the people in that position out here, they love me. They got respect for me. Like straight up, because they understand, bro, what he does is hard, bro. That dude exercises like hell. He goes out his way. That's why these companies is telling you Like they'll have me sponsor their company if they could. They talking about, bro, he's a great guy. Like, I appreciate that dude for doing that. It was nothing personal in the chat. If that was him, it was what these people on. It got nothing to do with y'all. It's got to do with this internet stuff. Y'all got to make the discrepancy and understand there's a thin line between it. It's totally different ball games. I can't deal with everything, bro. I'm one man. Justice has no right, right, or green right. You do the crime, you do the time. Yeah, and I mean it's not just about justice. It's about the fact that what I'm saying is they're a problem. They're the issue, and I'm going to focus on them, and I'm going to get paid to talk about them. This is what these other people did, right? But the way they did it was through like spite. I'm doing it out of love and out of the positivity and saying the right thing. Like, no, at some point, the group that you and I are from, we need to stand up for ourselves. I mean, do you not agree with that, honey? When we're getting targeted like this, like look at what TJ's doing. That's targeting me. That's not trying to help me. That's trying to target me and trying to drag me down. He didn't want my business to flourish, for me to be in a happy relationship with you. He wants to come ruin all that. Let's get real. That's why he's asking me them corny fake questions. We can have fun on the show already. Like I said, I have nothing to hide. Christina knows who I am, right? Like, I mean, like I said, I'm respectful in the way I talk to my woman. Okay, I'm gonna say this again. I wish that I was never with any woman or girl other than Christina, and I mean that. That's what I was looking for my whole life. I just didn't know how to go about looking for it, and I was really looking for her, and that's really from the bottom of my heart. That's the truth, straight up. So Christina is a huge deal for me. I wouldn't do anything to mess it up because that's all I care about. Not money, not anything. The thing that would bring me to tears is losing Christina in any way. And I'll tell you straight up what my vulnerability is, because that's what happens when you love someone. Y'all don't know nothing about that, especially these other groups, because they don't know about love. I'm just saying the truth. Is it not the same group that's always in the way, messing everything up, causing all these crimes and ruckus and nonsense, and they're not even tough? They're a bunch of cowards. Y'all are on camera looking soft as hell every day. I need you to address these issues, TJ, all your people. You need to start addressing these issues. Y'all back down and don't address it. That coward acts like I can put out a link here. No, y'all got these weird groups that pay y'all for your domestic you know what, who keeps spamming my chat and saying illegal statements towards me. You stop that, then we can have a conversation. Y'all rewrite your history. My position been the same since day one. Y'all full of it. Said, I think it boils down to much more than that. Oh, yeah, it is. It's us. Hold up. Music as loud as possible, knowing what I'm doing, messing up what I'm doing for no reason. Like, what you got your music on that loud for? What's the point? Let's see. It's us versus the government. Well, I'm gonna tell you straight up, it ain't us as far as them. They are not us. Straight up. No, they're the problem and the enemy. They've been being used by the government forever. Their gangs literally work with the government, honey. There's no us involved with them. We're not their friend. I'm not their friend. I'm telling you straight, I ain't never gonna be their friend. No, I mean, I understand what you're saying. You saying what I've been trying to do this entire time, unity. I'm gonna tell you the truth. After 20 plus years, 15 plus years, really my whole life of trying to bring unity with them folks, you can't have unity with them. They don't know how to build. They don't have a spine, and they don't stand up for nothing that's right. I'm just telling you ahead of time. So I understand. See, that's the thing. Like I said, Christina has a heart. She wants to do things right, and so do I. But I already tried, and you can't do it. It's impossible. I'm telling you, they're the problem. They're in the way. See, that was the thing. I tried to help everybody, and I didn't expect the people in the society to get in my way, but they did. So when you get in my way enough, and now you make it a habit, you show me you're the enemy. Okay, cool. Like then we the enemy. You understand? So no, we got to stand up to all of them now. That's what I'm saying. Like think about it, honey. Once I put on the bat suit, who do you think? What do you think we're facing? Who do you think the opposition is? These gangs and stuff in these neighborhoods, all these different people. Who do you think's in them? People from that group, right? Exactly. There he goes again, playing his music, coming around, following me. It's weird, man. Like I told you, bro, they got nothing going for them. Nothing. None of them. They're all the same. They do anything to stop the message because it's the truth. Illuminati, Red Triangles, the Masons, that's the us versus them. Yes, but what I'm telling you is it's also all these gang members and all these people in these different groups and organizations, and I've took them all head on since day one, and I'm going to continue to, and I've been shutting them down. That's the thing. I put everything on the line and risk everything to do what I do every day. What I do is extremely serious, and I do it just by myself, independently, like a boss, as a street dude. I mean, the fact is, this country. You want me to really get real with you? This country is obsessed with Batman and the justice that he brings. We all know what it is, just like my ancestors created all the frontier justice. This country is going to come to terms and come to a point that that's what it's going to be. They're going to wait for Batman to bring justice, literally. I'm just telling you the truth. Just bare hands, nothing else, hands on. That's the justice that this country is waiting and looking for. I'm assure you. I know the future already. That's what it's going to come down to. It can't come down to nothing else because there's the agencies can't get the job done. Nobody else can really do it. Their job description now at this point doesn't even match that. They don't get in the mix. Straight up. If like I said, the CIA and the feds and the FBI, they keep people on a wait list. They watch people. They everything. They track you. They surveil you. If they wanted these gangs out of these neighborhoods, they could have been done it. If they ain't going to do it, obviously the people at some point are going to get tired and they're going to do it themselves. It's common sense. They tell you don't take the law into your own hands. Fact is, y'all left us no choice. And I've been doing that my whole life. I'm not the beacon for that. I'm not the spokesperson for that. I'm just being honest. I mean, I've been doing that my whole life, having to do other people's job for them and take everything in my own hands. And guess what? That's the only way it gets done, the right way. No, you have to stand up to these people. You have to understand. You got to stand up to them and run them off your block and make sure that they don't want to come around where you at. You got to make sure they terrified and put the fear of God on them. That's the truth. I'm just telling you the truth. That's the raw, harsh truth, and that's what I bring, the harsh realities. The same thing that 50 Cent tries to act like he talks about as a gimmick, I talk about for real. See, all that's a gimmick. This is the real thing. See the difference? It's a lot harder to do the real thing and walk the walk. 50 Cent is not stopping criminals in the street. 50 Cent is not, Batman. I mean, he's not dealing with the real criminals that half of them are these agencies, companies, corporations, all that. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I do. I do a lot more than what 50 Cent ever did. He's just a guy who was fairly big, so he went around talking tough. Meanwhile, he was a snitch and kept losing in the street to people. We're two totally different people. I'm a real man, so that's my thing. In this country, people's standards are backwards. Here he is again. Here he goes again. Follow me around. Told you. Third time. I just notice patterns, man. I notice patterns of behavior, man. I just pay attention to people. It's just weird. It's weird behavior. Feel me? Hold up. You're going to be under Batman's protection program. You're going to be in the fortress while I'm doing my missions, watching, eating Chinese and whatever you want. Did you say you didn't like Chinese? And I love Chinese, bro. Sweet and sour chicken. Oh my goodness, I'll do anything for that right now. But like I said, I'm always take care of you and protect you. And like I told you yesterday, I'm not going anywhere ever. So I told you the same thing, but no, we didn't really have different experiences. I mean, we've actually had pretty similar experiences. I mean, I've had different experiences than anyone, honey, because I'm a man and because I'm a real man that hasn't backed down to anything in life. So, I mean, yeah, I've had different experiences than anyone. I mean, I'm a street dude that's a gangster. I mean, it's a little bit different. I've been through some real things in my life. Oh, you love Chinese? Okay, good. Because I love Chinese food. I want to order Chinese with you all the time, and not too much because it'll get you sick. Trust me. But uh, I love sweet and sour sauce. So yeah, that'll be one of the first things we do. I think that's the first thing I'm gonna tell you when you get down here. We're gonna have to go to Pineapple Express, even though that's kind of corny, but. Chinese food, I mean, there's better, but maybe we could find a place that's better. I don't know. I need some sweet and sour chicken when you get here. I would love some for both of us. So sweet. Yeah, we can eat Chinese together. But yeah, no, I mean, everybody's experiences are a little different, but we're actually very much the same, honey. We're very similar. We have everything in common. We're meant for each other. But yeah, my experiences are different from like the hood perspective and the ghetto and the all the gangsta street stuff. I've really been through it, man. I've dealt with a lot of dudes. I've been in a lot. I've been in the mix a lot. I've been in a lot of stuff. So it's like nobody's experience is like me. That's why I can't stand them because they do a lot of fronting. So when you come around them, just like when I walk in the street out here, some of these dudes that walk like they just got out of jail, literally, and they'll walk like they think they're on something. Like, bro, you barking up the whole wrong tree. Uh, like straight up, bro. You feel me? It's just pathetic, man. That's the thing. They think talking makes them tough. Like all that talking doesn't mean anything in your vernacular. Y'all vernacular is lacking. That's why you can't do what I do. If you listen to what I talk, honey, it's because I don't just have hoodie bonics programmed in me, but I use it and I could talk totally different. Like you see, I could talk to you just like a normal white guy, or I can turn on the hood of Bonics and people be like, "Where the hell is he from?" You know what I mean? Because I'm a genius. I took all this, I monopolized it. I went and made money off of it rapping. I mean, I went worldwide independently. I mean, I'm a genius. I take everything and I use it as a tool. Pineapple Express is this little place with a panda, honey. We'll have to go there. It's pretty cool. Since I can eat pineapple and mango now, they have it on their chicken. It's pretty good. It's delicious, but I just like, conventional sweet and sour chicken, like the regular chicken breast that's kind of drier. It just tastes better to me when you dip it in the sweet and sour. They got like the buffet, like Lynn's has the sweet and sour chicken. It's I always get either beef and broccoli, orange chicken, or sweet and sour pork. Well, then you'll probably love this stuff. Yeah, those are the ones I like too, but I don't usually eat them. I just eat the sweet and sour, yeah, or the chicken, or I think the pork I would love, but orange chicken I love. I like all of them. I like General Tso. I'm obsessed with Chinese food. I'm sorry, but I don't know why. I heard a guy say that in that sector the other day. He was like, Chinese sucks. I'm like, dude, you're crazy. I love Chinese food, bro. I would do anything for a Chinese food plate right now. And chow mein, the noodles, oh my goodness, they're delicious, especially if they made right. And the wontons with the cream cheese. I love Chinese food. But yeah, we'll have some Chinese. It'll probably be the first thing we do. Um, but the thing I noticed about Chinese food is it's just you got to be real careful with it because it's playing Russian roulette because it's just like they don't know how to take care of it or something or it spoils quick. I don't know. I think it gets bacteria in it quickly because it's definitely got me super sick. It's got me super sick before. So that's the only thing you got to be careful with. But depends where you're getting it to. A lot of them restaurants are not up to code at all. That's the issue too. Feel me? All right, honey. Let me go ahead and do this. Um, like I said, I wish that people would donate so I had some more money to actually get like what I need, but I'm gonna have to try to at least, do what I can right now as far as just grabbing one thing, I think, and that's all I can do. Can you wait here for me, please, honey? I'm gonna message you, but we'll continue with the same show or I'll start a new one, but it is hot as hell out here. I gotta get out the heat too for a sec. All y'all need to donate. If not, y'all are not a friend, you're not a supporter, and that's it. All right. Christina, I love you. I'll message you right now.